Coming up next, Currie's Corner. The opinions expressed are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect those of B1039, Up North Radio, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Time for Currie's Corner with Pat Currie.
Hey, Jen, what about me?
And you too, Pete Kent. Brought to you by Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair, Seth Winger at the Winger Insurance Agency, Gilbert's Carpets Plus Color Tile, Barrington Firearms and Training Center, DW2 Drywall, and Michigan Landscape and Excavate.
There's a man named Pat Currie. He's got a passion for the news. Brings the stories of Big Rapids and Mecosta County to you. Every Tuesday morning, you know just where to go. Tune in to B1039. He's got the scoop, don't you know? Welcome to Currie's Corner. With Pete Kent by his side, they'll keep you informed and entertained, taking you on a ride from the latest happenings to the heart of the community. Come on over to Big Rapids and see what's on TV. Oh, wait, now you tell me it's not TV. Well, that's okay, just listen with me. We're on the radio, so now let's go. Time for Currie's Corner on your radio, yeah. Tune in and turn it up, let's have some fun.
Bob, what's that wave? What does that wave mean? Does that mean you're on, Pat?
That's right.
Well, good
That's
morning,
not the last
America.
thing I say.
Morning, Bobby. I love you. I want to tell everybody out there I love them. Let's live with peace. Did you like that song, Don Williams?
Yeah, it was good.
Lord, I hope this day is good. I love that song. My wife doesn't care for it. I play it too many times in the morning. That and Don't Let the Old Man In. Well, Bob, I got some great news today, and I got some, well, it's probably great news to a lot of people, too. I got locked out of Facebook. Can I
Really? Yeah.
say that on the radio?
You can.
I mean, they won't lock me out of radio.
Yeah. Well,
and you know
we're
what
on
it was
Facebook.
about? You know what it was about?
What's that?
I took it and put the picture of the three guns. We're having a raffle with the buck pole deal there, Casey and them. And I took and put a picture of the three guns that we are going to draw winners for. You get $10 a ticket at the gas station. This is the last week. We're going to draw it the 30th. All the proceeds are going to Braja, Big Rapids Junior Hockey. You know, so hopefully we'll have a lot of profit there for them. But anyway, I took a picture of it, and this is the last week. Boom, that isn't their standards. They don't like that. I had no idea.
They don't like guns.
Nope, guess not. And well, I would appreciate it if they would at least say, you know, you can't do that, you know, boom. So they took it off. You know, it never got on. But the unfortunate thing, I think it's fortunate for me to be off. But our sign at Currie's, people love that sign, you know, and I want to go through a couple of quick ones that didn't hit my post because I've been locked out. Karen Shellhammer turned another year older. I know she doesn't live here anymore, but I put a little post on Karen because she was very giving to this community back in the day. She was a teacher at Brookside for many, many years till her retirement. Her and her husband moved closer to her grandchildren, I believe down in Kansas. But anyway, you know, Facebook reaches the whole world, so she would most likely see that post and appreciate her name being on there and seeing all their students that she taught for many years, wishing her a happy birthday, right? So that didn't take on anything. But then plus on with her birthday, the gas prices are down, $2.99 a gallon. Thank you, Don and company. But anyway, Kathy Adams. Stonehill Vineyards out there on 80th and 21 Mile Road turned another year older, her and Greg. Great couple out there. If you haven't been out there yet, get out there, Stonehill. Wish her a happy birthday. Of course, that's not today. It was the other day. Missed it. And then Dawson Currie, he's my nephew that used to sit on my lap for you old timers that used to come in the gas station. The little fella used to sit on my lap almost every day before he'd go to school, preschool or what have you. And Dawson turned 22 years old. And just recently got engaged, and being the small mind that I have, I put it on the sign a week or so ago when he was announced that his engagement to Ellie, his long-time girlfriend there, Yeah, they're going to be a great couple. America has a great couple coming there, and hopefully great parents. But boy, it sure shows my age. 22 years old, so I want to wish him a happy birthday, Dawson. He's my brother John's grandson. Then we had a great parade. Josh from Piles, thank you. I'm getting like Carl DePew. I loved my cousin Carl, but in his later years, he was forgetful, and I'm getting that way, and I apologize to you. But anyway, Josh Piles did a great job orchestrating a great Christmas parade. I think they had over 50 floats. I thought ours was the best, but I think that
I saw a picture. Yours looked great. I couldn't get
really
down there. There's no parking. There wasn't parking for like 4 miles.
Well, I think that was probably the most ever attended to a parade in Big Rapids of any sort. I think it was a wonderful parade. I think we have some wonderful people in Big Rapids that take pride in our town, and that showed that night. We had them all the way from Big Rapids Farm and Garden. Steve Kramer and company were there. Pleasant View Animal Clinic. Joe McNally, Remax, had a float there with a blowgun that they blow the balloons. Were you there?
Oh, yeah.
Were you? And that thing radiates a lot of heat.
I saw
It
that.
felt great.
I know it, man, when it blew, but I appreciate that, Joe, if you're listening. That was great that you brought your float. I don't know if you guys can think of any other floats that came through there. I mean, everybody that was anybody, I think Baders were in there, Volkers were probably in there, Hudson's maybe was in there, but we had a lot of businesses participate, and I thought it was a odd deal, but they brought gates this year. I guess the city felt a need for it. And, the more I thought about it and talked to people, I think it was a good idea. I think some people were offended, thought maybe it was Madison Square Garden. But, these kids, they just jump right out in the street there, and nobody's ever been hurt, and nobody's going to be. And I want to thank our public safety director, Danny Haynes, for bringing that to the city commission and getting that okayed. I guess they rented those gates, and it might have saved somebody. But I know in the past, driving through there on the 4th of July or something like that during the day, it's not as dangerous. You can see them kind of floating out there, but at nighttime, it's pretty hard to see a little 4-year-old.
I think they had the propensity of throwing candy off the side of the float, some of the float people, right? And then the kids would run out and get the candy off the street. So I know that was a big concern. But
anyway,
those gates reminded me of New York City. I mean, talking about crowd control, but hey, if it worked.
Yeah. It's a strange world. But anyway, yeah, they did a nice job on the parade. So I don't know what else I bring up here. We've had some great things happening, and we're going to have some greater things happening and coming into Thanksgiving here. We have a lot to be thankful for. That's just coming up next week, so we'll have one more show before that. But
it's this Thursday.
We're not recording this?
No, you're
this
live.
Is live?
You're live.
Oh, good Lord. I thought we were recording this a week ahead of time.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Oh, gosh, my fault.
Yeah,
all right, well, I'm telling you, Carl's up in heaven looking down saying, Pat, you're losing it. No, time goes by so darn fast. Okay, this is our last one.
Well, you're not cooking the turkey. You're just like, you wake up and there's a turkey there, right?
Right.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
And he's got it all set up.
Yeah, that's
nice.
pretty much, I think everybody's going to Peterson's out in Grant Center, but that doesn't mean come ransack my house. I have 2 big labs in there. But anyway, let's talk about that, Bob, for a minute. What do you, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you're pretty good at that. What are you thankful for?
Waking up in the morning at this point,
I'll tell you what I'm thankful for.
Yep.
I'm thankful for this community. It's a very giving community, and that being said, next Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, is our giving day. I have Dave Hamlin with us this morning and Blake Donnelly, but I'm really thankful for my life. I've been very fortunate. I had a great set of parents, my mother and dad, raised 12 of us. We all speak to each other. We would all have our backs. I mean, we're very fortunate that way. There's never been a dispute, maybe 1 or 2, and that was caused by me. But I'm very thankful for my wife. I'm very thankful for my children. I'm very thankful for my granddaughters, my grandchildren, all 7 of them. But, a lot of guys don't have this. And I have one other thing, and I know there's a few out there, like Bill Shibley has one. But I have 2 of the best daughter-in-laws a guy could ask for. I mean, they were raised right. They have good morals. They're raising my grandchildren with work ethic. They're creative. I just can't say enough about Mackenzie and Adam. God has blessed me with a great family, but he's even greater blessed me with two great daughter-in-laws. I'm very thankful. They're very, enough said. I just love them to death. But anyway, Blake, how about you?
Oh,
Thankful.
boy.
Blake
I'm
Donnelly.
thankful for so much. Thankful for, like you said, the town is a very giving town. I'm thankful for, first of all, my family. They've been a great support system to me, and all my friends sticking with me there through the years. And very thankful for being able to live in this great country of ours, and being able to worship Jesus as I want to, and be able to share it all with you.
I want to thank someone else too in my life, and he's been a blessing to Big Rapids, and that's our Father Jagger at St. Mary's Church and School and St. Paul Ministry there with the Newman Center. He's done a great job with those students down there, but he does a great job in Big Rapids the whole. His sermon Sunday, I asked him, I said, would you text that to me or send it to me in the mail so I could play it on my radio station? I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to play it. I mean, his sermon last Sunday, as every Sunday, is it gets to you. It's almost like I'm talking to you, and he's just got a great gift. So thank you, Father. Got Dave Hamlin. Dave, what do you think? Welcome this morning. Tell us what you're thankful for, Dave.
Just the life that the Lord gave me. It's been a blessing, and life's an adventure. The community's great. It's really great to live in this community, and it is a very giving community.
It is. You're here with us today on behalf of Giving Day coming up Tuesday. They're a week from today.
Yes.
Tell us what time, where it's at, who is participating. I see you have a number of them. How many is there, Dave?
There's 49.
49 charities. Wow.
Yeah.
How is this the most ever? Is this something that's
This is the
built
most
up
for
over-
Giving Day. Yes.
You
yes.
remember, obviously, you're old enough, right behind me in age. You remember when it started?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
How many years we've been doing it, Dave? Do you know right off?
We've been doing Giving Day this is the 5th year.
Oh, just the 5th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a takeoff on Match Day
Yeah.
that probably started 12 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
And but Giving Day's out to the Big Rapids Eagles next Tuesday, 11 to 6. Please come and give your time, talent, or treasure to. There's 49 nonprofits. We've got several new ones that Choose to Stay, Face Addiction Now, Heart for the Home, Honor Bound Heroes, Save the Ponds, Quest Ministries, Youth for Christ, Montcalm Acosta, in addition to a lot of the old regular ones, if you will.
Help us out a little bit, Dave. Now, say a newcomer's come to the community and they're retired and they say, we want to give back. So they're going to go to the Eagles on Chippewa Lake Road, right across from Chuck and Murdy's, or just before Chuck and Murdy's. So you have so many. How do they decide which ones to give to, or would you say give every one of them $10, which is going to be $290? How many you got there again?
49.
So you're going to have 490.
And there's more coming in. I don't know where we're going to put them all.
Really?
I don't know where we're going to put them, but we're going to find a spot.
Yeah. But so there's no criteria. Just
No,
as long as
there
you're
is.
a 501c.
You have to be a 501c3.
Yeah.
Okay, and
So-
you have to serve the people of Mecosta County. That's the 2 requirements.
Okay. So these, I'm going to look at it here for
Sure.
a minute. But talk about
So if you're a new person coming to Big Rapids, we'd like you to come by. The beauty of this and is if you know of one and you're interested in giving one of your 3 T's, time, talent, or treasure, then come and do that. While you're there, you can go down the rolls and ask questions to the people that are there representing the other organizations, and maybe you'll find one that interests you also. And that's the beauty of it, is the more people we can get that come with an idea of where to give, they'll find something else that they're interested in. Today, volunteer time is as valuable as money. Every nonprofit is struggling to find people. So if you've got an hour, if you've got a day, if you've got a week, whatever you can donate to your favorite cause, please look them up.
And it's all write-off, right? If you
It's all
got the money.
501c3, yes.
Right.
It's all,
So let's talk about the newer ones. There's Face Addiction Now. What is that there? Obviously, it's a drug addiction.
yes, it's folks that will support, that work with the drug addicts, that are trying to deal with their addiction.
Where's that at?
It's it's a new one. I'm not really sure
yeah,
either.
well,
to be
and
honest
that's
with you.
not. You don't have to know. I'm just curious. How about Choose to Stay? What's that one?
Just by the
Okay,
name, again,
sure. Yeah. Okay.
I assume
Honor
it's
Bound
a-
Heroes. That's a good one. Yeah. The Kiwanis Club. Is that new to Big Rapids
Yes, it
again?
is. Yes, it
'Cause they
is.
didn't. Now they started a new one again.
Yes.
Eh?
Yep.
So that's good. Yeah. Do you have? You're a Lion. I know that, right?
Yes, I am.
Are they on here? Lions Club?
We're going to be there. The Rotary and the Lions of Big Rapids are the one to put it on.
Oh.
So
okay.
that's
Oh, obviously, yes.
we do have a new program. I'll plug for the Lions Club.
Yeah.
The Lions have got a program that will help folks that are employed fix their cars.
Oh.
If you need your car repaired to get to work, you can go down to Michigan Works, and they've got a series of questions. And if you're ALICE compliant, if you will, asset limited, income constrained, employed, we'll help you fix your car.
Well, that's a good cause there, Dave. I like that.
It is. It's really sparked the interest of the club. I'll tell you that.
Right. Yeah.
So we're going to be pushing not only letting people know, but honestly, we're going to try to find some folks that are willing to help us support that.
But again, there's so many of them. Like when you go into Eagles, obviously they don't pay for a table. These people,
it's all free. It's all free.
So you got so many. How would you decide who to give to, Dave? How do people do that? They already know, you think, most of them?
Some usually come with a one or two that they're familiar with, and then they'll just, sometimes they just walk down that they don't find anybody else that they're interested in. Most of the time, though, there's another one that they've heard of but really didn't understand,
Right.
like the Face Addiction. They may have heard about it, but really didn't know about it, and they go and they find out it's a worthy cause, so they contribute there.
So, actually, though, folks, if you've never been to one of these, you don't have to be rich to do it. The other thing is the awareness. This really is good for people to come to, just to see the awareness of each one of these groups, and they can give throughout the year to them, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but this is kind of a day that you put them all together. And
a lot of the smaller ones especially really don't have a marketing arm. Okay, they're very passionate about what they do, but they really don't know or what to do about marketing. And marketing is important in the nonprofit world as well as it is in the profit world. So this gives a level playing field to do that. A focal point, if they've got a mass mailing or whatever they decide to do, they can say, this is the day. There are at least 3 of them that are running their own match. So if you come to those 3, they'll and give $1, there's a donor that will give the other $1. So your $1 turns into 2 immediately.
for every one of them?
There's 3 of them that I know of.
Okay.
There's Wise,
Oh, wow, okay.
Jonah House, and Reach the Forgotten.
So every $1 you give them,
That
Yeah.
turns into 2.
wow, that's nice, isn't it? There's somebody out there doing that.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. Well, that's very nice of you to do that, Dave.
I didn't say I was doing it.
Oh, okay. I'd like to throw a little
I
color
know,
into you.
I know.
But anyway, what do you think, Blake? You're going to go to it?
I think that's awesome. It's next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
I
Yes.
might
December
stop
3rd.
by.
Always the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
I might stop by. Yeah.
Well, you got a plane. right?
Yeah.
You could put a banner behind it.
Go out and tow it.
Tuesday, Giving Day's Tuesday. That'd be cool. Fly around.
Fly it
and then
over.
You put our, Currie's Amico and towing.
Oh, you'll sponsor it?
No, I just said you'd do it for me because we're friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, Dave. There is a lot of people out there that benefit from it, no doubt. I see St. Mary's and St. Paul's on there, St. Peter's, which St. Peter's has got a fundraiser coming up in February, I believe. Their big fundraiser at the Eagles. So, yeah, be good to get state gyms, very important to the community. The Comfort Home up there in Reed City, they do a lot of good things for people that are about ready to pass on. Hopefully that's not us for a while, but if need be, they're there. I see Big Rapids Community Library, important. Artworks is great. Angels of Action. Yeah, we got some Angels of Action. They touch a lot of people, a lot of kids, help a lot of things out here. McCoss County Toys at Tots. You even got the Sheriff Posse in here. Those guys need a little bit of extra cash,
They
huh?
do. And a new one, another one that just come in, I've just remembered, is the McCosta Osceola Victim Services Unit. So it's the folks that help the victims. They're affiliated with the Sheriff's Department, but so that's another good organization.
Who heads that up? Do you know?
I'm not
The
sure.
Sheriff's Department?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's okay. Mid-Michigan Community Action, that's a good outfit, yeah. Head Start, yeah, that's it. Honor Flight, that's very important. Those guys do that, every year.
Yep.
Randy Vetter, he took his dad last year, and he said it was an unforgettable experience. Just touched a lot of people. That's your vets that get to go to Washington, D.C. Morley Area Fire Rescue, that's a good group down there. And then you got the Morley Community Center, that's the old high school down there. They're keeping that alive, so that's good. Our Brother's Keeper, that's something new to the area in the last 5 years, probably. I know Dolores Horn's very passionate about
It's been around.
Brother's
It's been
Keeper.
in one form or another longer than that.
That's
yes.
helped a lot of people, yeah. Pride Big Rapids, let's touch on that one. What is that?
That's the gay lesbian organization.
Oh, okay. Where's that at? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Do you know where it's at, Bob?
It's in Big Rapids.
Do they have an office, though?
Yeah,
or?
it's in the United Methodist, or the
United Church?
Yeah, the United
Oh,
Church. Yeah.
right there where the rainbow's at on State
that's
Street?
it, Yep.
Yep. Okay, I didn't know that. So they need money for, what would they do, Bob?
They community outreach.
What's that?
What? Just getting out and, if somebody has a problem, they can get in touch with them. So, yeah.
Okay.
Not your thing, yeah.
Pardon? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What?
not your thing.
Not my thing?
Not your thing, nah.
Well, no, I'm sensitive to everybody. I mean, they got a reason to be here, too. God put them on a plan for something. Special Olympics, that's a good one.
Yes.
I love that one. My brother was...
Bobby?
Yeah. Remember Bobby?
Yep, I
yeah. Yeah. He never... Well, that wasn't taking place back 50 years ago when he was around. But, yeah, my mother, she was very instrumental in getting that all going. Yeah. And then you have... what else? TNR McCosta. What would that be? I don't... Do you know what that is, Bob?
TNR, that's trap, neuter, release.
Yes.
That's for the feral cats.
Is that part of the Pride thing, or...
No.
Well, I don't know.
I'm sorry. It's a whole different thing. No,
it's all
the
new.
cats that are in the community that
Okay.
are feral, that don't have
Are
homes.
these people cats or cats?
No, they kind of have gone off on their own.
Oh,
and so
okay.
they live under porches and in the woods.
Yeah,
and so
I
what
got you.
happens is that they trap them, and then they actually take them and neuter them so that they don't reproduce.
Wow,
and
that's
then they
great.
release them back. They don't kill them or euthanize them or anything like that.
No.
So, yeah. So
Huh.
There's statistics that if there's a neutered cat,
Yes.
the other cats won't come in and breed. Okay, it will control the population if the neutered cat is still there and has its territory.
Cool. Well, that's something we should look at. Yeah.
and it's WPZX Big Rapids at 2 minutes before 9 o'clock.
My gosh, it is flying time, isn't it? Huh? Time's flying by.
It is, yeah.
Wow. What else? All right, we've talked about that. Neutering cats. That's cool. All right, Youth Detention Center. What's that all about? Blake, you ought to know your youth.
I'm gonna be honest, Pat. I have no idea.
Mom and dad's never thrown you in youth detention center?
No, I've grown enough of that on my own.
I imagine that helps young ones in trouble.
Yes.
Which is important.
That is very important.
Yes, it is. Yeah, save those kids. Then you got Youth for Christ, Montcalm, Mecosta. That's in Mecosta, Montcalm.
Yes. Yes.
So that's a Christian deal. That's
Yes.
good. Quest Ministries. That's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Two Hats Ranch out
Yes,
there.
Two Hats Ranch. Yes.
Boy, Skipper and Cody.
Cody.
Kobe.
Colby,
Yeah,
yep.
Kobe. Great people out there. Two Hats
Love
Ranch.
'em.
I know it. They do a lot.
Their boys are coming to my house for a fish fry this
Are
evening.
they?
Yeah.
But you know, they do more for this community than people realize, and they take the underprivileged and they take the handicapped. They do. I know Joe McNally was talking about his trap shooting thing they had out there not too long ago. He said, "My God, Pat," he said, "it was just a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Wonderful experience."
And check them out on Facebook too. You know, you can scroll back.
I
and
can't
see
get
the
on
pictures.
Facebook.
Well,
No, don't bring up
besides you, Pat.
I'm off
We're going to
Facebook.
find an alternate way for you to get on. You don't have to be
Well,
under Pat Currie. You can be under
create
Currie's
like another
Amico.
account or something.
Yeah.
Join?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
Currie's Amico.
Will all my friends go over to that though? I got
No,
4
you can
friends.
scroll.
Or you can get off Facebook, go over to X or Truth Social or something like that.
Say what?
Go to Truth Social, which is Donald Trump's thing, or Elon Musk's
Did you
X.
vote for him, Bob?
I'm not going to say.
Well, you can say it now. It's over.
I'm not going to say.
I'm not
I
saying
stay.
either.
On
What
the,
do you
I
think
stay
I
on
did?
I stay silent on these things.
What do you think I did, Bob?
I know exactly what you did.
How would you know
There's
that?
a T branded on your head. Is
Oh,
that-
Lord. I'm one of those dumb Americans, I guess. Yeah.
We'll see what he does.
I didn't know.
We'll see if he makes America great again.
I didn't know I was dumb.
We'll see.
No, we're making America great again.
Again.
Again?
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
So the thing, what I'm going to say is that the people that voted him in are going to have a much hotter spotlight on him to deliver for them than those that didn't vote for him.
Well,
So-
you did the last time.
Well, they're gonna
Hey,
look, and
how
if
about
they
that
if their
move,
if
man?
their
He's got
prices
all
don't
those
come down,
How about that move he's got now?
yeah.
Oh, I do that one. It's this.
NFL guys are doing
YMCA.
it. Tell me these people aren't for him. My Lord, what do you think, Dave? Huh? He's inspirational, man.
See, Dave's like me. Dave's staying silent on it. It's just like, we don't make it a political show.
Dave's an entrepreneur. He knows.
Yeah.
But anyway, good. That's 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock, so that gives them 7 hours of enjoyment. They're drinking going to be over there? Having
You can
some
have
drinks?
water. Yes.
Just water?
Just water.
I'd be giving them some booze.
So they have the,
Give them a
restaurant over
shot
there,
when
right?
they go in there. If you really want to raise some money, you get them loosened up a little bit. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
The Eagles still have their restaurant open, right?
Yes,
You can,
yes.
Yeah, so you can
Oh,
eat
they
in there.
will?
Yeah, so.
Well, that's cool,
I know
yeah.
we did that when we were there. We went and had really nice lunch. So.
Yeah. What'd you have?
I think I had a burger that day.
Oh, so you
yeah.
go to it then.
Yeah.
Good for you, Bob.
yeah.
That's who are you going to give to? You have any ideas?
I had nothing. Me is my problem right
Oh,
now.
I see. Okay, so you're gonna
I'm
work
in
a booth?
between Social Security and so.
All right. Yeah, I understand. You got a job.
My sugar daddiness is over here. So.
All right. Top of the hour, Bob.
I did. WBZX
Let's
Big
take
Rapids.
a break and
Let's do that.
Let's do an advertisement and thanking Zach at Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair. They sell tires too. Seth Winger from Baldwin moved all the way to Big Rapids. Seth's a great guy. He gives back to the community. Call him up if you want some donations. He'd love to hear from you. Private joke between Seth and I. Gilbert's Carpet. You can't say enough about George and Tom down there. Tradition of Gilbert's. They're just great people down south of town. They're DW2 Drywall, Dale Wiley. Can't say enough about a cancer survivor that's given back to more people than you'll ever know. He's one of those quiet heroes. Michigan Landscape and Excavate. Jeff Garrett does a great job digging your hole and filling in the hole, and then he'll also do your landscaping. And you can't forget about Barrington Firearm Training Center. They're co-sponsors with me on the buck pole there at Currie's Amico 620 Maple. Bring your buck in, you get a chance. We got a rifle we're going to give away for the best 4-point, best 5.6, best 7.8, best 9.10, and then the main prize is a shoulder mount donated, given to us by North Woodland Taxidermy of Paris, Michigan. Jeff Tyson. Jeff's a great friend of mine, and he does great work up there. If you've never been up there, you got to tour his little building. My God, he's got some beautiful mounts up there. I mean, mounts of animals. So anyway,
Notice we're not blocking you for saying that. We're not like Facebook. We're not blocking you. You're saying it. It's great.
Oh, Jen's come in here once in a while, though. She's cut us off
No,
before.
she's good.
All right, let's do an advertisement.
We're going to do that. Be back with more of Currie's Corner here on B1039. Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash. And a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
Gilbert's Carpex Plus, color tile. Stop and shop with us for a while.
This is Amy.
And this is Corinne from Gilbert's Carpets Plus Color Tile. Are you ready to upgrade your space? Stop by Gilbert's and check out our completely renovated showroom with new displays and samples. With a warehouse full of inventory and options for every style and budget, your dream home is within reach.
Gilbert's offers free estimates and flexible options, whether you want a professional installation or prefer to cash and carry. We've got you covered. From ceramic tile and vinyl plank to countertops, window treatments, and carpet, Gilbert's has it all.
Visit us at 14150 Northland Drive in Big Rapids or call 231-796-2700. With a fully stocked warehouse and a showroom designed just for you, Gilbert's is your go-to for quality and convenience.
Gilbert's Carpex Plus, color tile. Stop and shop with us for a while. Gilbert's is there for you.
Dale I've known for many, many years, and I tell you what, when somebody needs some help, he's there. Just like your typical Mecosta County resident, Dale Whaley is a good American. So if you're ever looking for a drywaller for free estimate, call Dale. I'm telling you, you're going to be happy with his work. I have recommended Dale to a lot of people, and you know what the greatest compliment I've ever gotten is thanks for sending Dale. He did a great job for me. Guy's just fantastic. Just not only is a drywaller with DW2 drywalling, but just a great person. It doesn't hurt to have him come into Currie's either. There's just so many good things about Dale. He's just a great American, and give him a call, DW2 Drywall at 231-679-0475. That's right, 231-679-0475. Dale Whaley is DW2 Drywall. Greatest guy on drywalling end of it.
Okay, here we're back. You're mid-sentence there.
Well, again, we want to talk a little bit about Thanksgiving, and I spoke on who I am thankful for in my life, and I forgot about two very instrumental people in my life, and that's Jesus Christ. I'm thankful for him, for his forgiveness of my sins over the years. And my daughter, Abby, I think I dropped the ball on her, didn't I? And she's probably the most important person in my life, my little darling Abby. Her name is Abby Rose. And she is a chicken farmer. She's a housekeeper. She's very creative on her knickknacks that she makes. And she goes to these craft shows with them and does our groceries at the store and works there at the gas station for us. Yeah, I'm very grateful for my daughter. I love her to death. And that being said, I love Lisa that opens up every morning at the store for me. God has blessed us with a lot of good employees. Well, not a lot, but a few. Well, more than a few. But Lisa's one of the great ones. I love her to death. I wish she wouldn't smoke so much. But you know what? Everybody has to have a vice. And mine, I don't know what mine is. Drinking, I guess, is odds, which I did a little bit last night with Roxanne and Doug. I love those two. But anyway, we had a special closed party there last night. But anyway, I'm thankful for the two record drivers I have, or they have, I should say. I'm kind of bowing out, Bob. By the first, hopefully, I'm all done.
You're just the social director there.
I won't hurt the business anymore being outspoken on things. But, that being said, I'm thankful for all my friends out there in the Wonder World. It's been a controversial subject, the Goshen plant. And some people say it'll never heal. I just want those people to know that have said naughty things about my wife and I over the last couple of years. I forgive you. I really do. I don't hate any of you. I love you all. Carlene Rose there at the Emporium, the Kilwins factory there, she's been through pure hell. Maybe maybe we can forgive and forget a lot of things. I don't think you can forget, but forgive people. You know, I think Carlene's done a great job for this community. Some people got on her pretty bad for the stance she took. She believed in that stance, and you have to understand that we're all going to have difference of opinion, but her family has given a lot to this community. And I know the people that have said nasty things about each other, they truly love each other. They just don't know how to do it. So it's easier sometimes to say nasty things than it is to praise somebody. But, you know, I've always had the philosophy in life that if I don't agree with somebody, that's okay. But don't hate me. Right, Blake?
Correct.
I do. And, you know, there's this boycotting thing. I think people say, well, you're boycotting this, you're boycotting that. No, if you don't feel comfortable going into my store because I'm a Donald Trumper, I understand that. But now my boys have stayed pretty well neutral. So like a lot of people. But someday when they get my age, they might look back and say, I'm glad the old man stood up for what he believed in because we're better off. That being said, if we're not better off, I made a big mistake. I just feel bad for people that put on Facebook how much idiots the American people are for voting in our next 47th president. I liked what he did the last 4 years. I think he's a little bit arrogant. I don't think what he said about women, some things aren't very nicely. But you know what? We've all sinned. We've all said things that we wish we could take back. I know the local people here. I mean, look at Lori Brock, the mess that people have thrown her at. I mean, that poor girl, she's in business too, and I know there's a lot of disgruntled people about Lori, but Lori stood up for what she believed, and she believes in her farm out there. She believes in clear air. She believes in the American way she sees fit. That being said, so does Carlene. Carlene thinks this will bring more jobs. That's great if she believes in that. She shouldn't be crucified for it. I and Rex Schuberg are very good friends. Tyler is a good insurance man. We have insurance with him. The Schuberg and Currie family go way back. My dad and their dad worked together on a lot of things. In fact, I'll tell you what, a lot of people don't know this, but Carly Schuberg and Rich Currie, along with a few others, started the Chamber of Commerce back in the 50s. So, I mean, our names have been around a long, long time, and we hope our legacy continues on being a strength of Big Rapids, not a weakness of Big Rapids. So all I ask for in this Thanksgiving holiday weekend coming up is that you really, truly look at your soul and say, I have a heart, and I do forgive. And quit putting stuff on Facebook. Obviously, I can't put anything on there. I'm blocked. But Blake's over here laughing about it.
Is that permanent or is it just temporary?
You know, instead of putting on there, I hate you and look at you, we won, we lost, whatever it was, put down your armor, bring your heart out and say, you know what, let's start a new day. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm willing to do it. I really am. And I really have never hated anybody, not anybody in this community that has a difference of opinion than me. In fact, I think it brings a good dialogue up once in a while, don't you, Blake?
Well, you know, I think everybody has cracks in their armor. And I think it shows the type of person you are if you try to exploit those cracks or not. You know, everybody has cracks. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
And it's all about whether you attack that or not.
Right. You know, we got Blake Donnelly with us. He's a young man. I think someday, I don't know if he knows it or not, but I think he'll be a public servant someday. He's an honest young man. His mother and dad have done a great job. Grandpa and Grandma's done a great job, even better than Mom and Dad probably. They've been a big influence on his life. But he's been around a little bit. Let's talk about that a little bit. You met Winona.
Winona.
Yeah.
Judd, oh, yeah.
You got a picture of her and you.
Oh, yeah.
And you're
friends
up
now.
and coming big artist. You're a singer, comic, pretty much everything but a father yet, right?
Yeah, that's gonna stay. That's gonna stay there for a while.
That's gonna stay there for a while.
Yeah.
But who does he look like, Marianne? Do you know who he looks like? He looks like somebody in the 50s. Jen, do you know who Blake looks? Doesn't he?
With my hair all
give a hint.
fluffed up.
Is it Elvis Presley? Is it
It's
Elvis?
not. I don't
the
think it's
hair, yeah.
Elvis.
Oh, hold on, Jen. I got to put your mic up.
Well, anyway.
You're blocking the shot, Jen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
Here, take this over here.
Everybody knows what your hair looks like now, anyway.
Well, you
That's
know,
good. You blocked me out.
I'll tell you this: the reason it's so fluffed up and cemented today. You know, I used about a half can of hairspray to keep this thing level.
Oh, okay.
Who's the guy guy in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh,
That
Jordan
is-
Belfort.
Yeah, no, not Jordan.
Oh,
The guy who plays the opposite of him.
oh. Why can't I think of his name?
The
I
annoying-
I
I don't
literally
know the
get called
show.
him
What's the
all the
show?
Yeah,
time.
it's a movie. I forget exactly who the characters are. But
Well, look it up.
Oh, I don't remember.
Pick up your coffee
I
cup,
hope
Pat.
this
You're gonna
day
spill
is-
there.
No, I'm not. There's nothing in it.
Anyway, so the reason why it's all fluffed up is
Yeah.
because after the radio show, I have to go do a photo shoot for. I think the last time I was on the show,
Yep.
I told you I had something big coming.
Right.
Well, I am very happy to announce that we're going to be doing a comedy show at the Eagles.
Really?
Yes, February 8th, 2025. Starts at 7:30. Doors open at 6. Tickets are on sale now. It's just $10 to get in. First come, first serve. We have 5 tables of 8 to 10, people.
Yeah.
That are up front, and then the rest is just general seating. And then, it was more or less a joke with a friend of mine. But if anybody wants a backstage pass, those are available too. So
VIP access,
maybe we'll
huh?
give Pat some VIP access.
Jonah Hill. when he's in
Jonah Hill, that's who it
Oh,
is.
Jonah Hill. Okay, yeah, good.
Yes.
So, what inspired you to do this and went from singer-songwriter to comic?
Well,
Two
actually,
different-
I was gonna do a comedy show before COVID hit, when I was like a sophomore in high school. Because back then, I was really funny to the younger people. But now I've been told by so many people, you just need to do it. You just need to do it. And I'm not gonna name names, but I went to a comedy show recently, and I was just it was appalling at how bad comedy has gotten.
Right.
So we're gonna change that. We're gonna do it. So it's going to be myself that headlines it, and then we're going to have 1 or 2 openers. We're still working on those names. I've got a couple names I'm tossing around. Makes you feel important when you're trying to pick people.
Right.
But anyway, so I have a couple names I'm still tossing around, but that'll come out very shortly here within the next week or so. But the other announcement with that is all of the proceeds that, since we're in the Thanksgiving season, all of the proceeds that we get from that will be donated to a charity.
Really?
Yes, and we have not picked the charity yet.
St. Mary's School.
That's still.
There you go. Oh, I
That's still under
right.
under. I don't
Now,
know.
I'm gonna
That's
interject you
good.
just a second because I think that you said that you kind of started going there that this is going to be clean comedy.
Very-
Because
yeah.
if you're going to be involved in it, I know it's going to be clean,
Family
it's gonna
friendly.
Be family friendly, yeah. And
We need some more of
there's a
that around here.
You know what? It's harder to be clean and funny than to work, as they say, work blue.
Well, you want to
be
know what?
dirty.
I can do it. I can do it. And I will tell you this.
Well, I know you can
know,
do it.
I love a good heckler that comes to a show. I love it.
Yeah.
Want me there then?
Absolutely, Pat. We'll
But
have you front
who to
row.
look up to, and one of my favorite comics, and I saw him the first time he appeared on television, was Henry Cho.
Yep.
Now, Henry Cho, he's Korean. He grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee. So he comes out, Korean as can be. How y'all doing?
Yep.
And, so he's immediately off-putting. But he's so good. He's performed at the Grand Ole Opry like hundreds of times, and he is now a member of the Grand Ole Opry,
wow.
which is really an honor.
Oh, yeah.
And for him to be invited to join the Grand Ole Opry, only the second comic to be invited to join the Grand Ole Opry. So he feels very blessed for that. And he worked clean. I mean, he is a clean comic, but he's really, really funny. So if you check it out on YouTube.
Well, and that's the thing. We're going to do clean comedy that's, for the family.
Right.
The comedy show I went to, I mean, I heard a lady say to her daughter, okay, you got to go. And it was so vulgar. And that,
Yeah, it's sad.
we can have a good time and laugh without all the vulgarity. And we don't need that. So we're going to do it. It's going to be great. It's going to be big. Some might say fantastic. You know what? I don't know. But
Right.
it's going to be a
Huge.
lot of
How's
fun.
that? It's gonna be huge.
It's going to be huge. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun.
We'll have to have you back on way before that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you can tell us who else is going to be on there. I've always wanted to be a stand-up comic, but I never had that chance. I went to Nashville. I thought some people down there would gather me up into a stage, but they never
Well,
did.
maybe we'll
And
go
I
out
said
to
to
lunch,
him a
Pat.
couple of times, I said, "Do you know who I am?" No, I didn't think so.
I told you, I tried stand up once.
Did you?
Yeah, they told me to sit down.
Right. Yeah.
Well, maybe we can go out to lunch, Pat, and you can show me some material, and then maybe you can be an opener.
I was just looking. I got a message. A first-time caller. He said, "Pat, you're the best. Thanks. Keep up the good work." I'm lying. But anyway, I was singing one day down the horse barns. My longtime good friend that's passed now is Doug Parrish. I love that guy to death. My son Matt and I just had more fun with Doug, but heart attack took him one day and gone, just like a flash. Like, that's what I'm saying. You never know when your last breath is. But anyway, I was singing a song, and I thought I was doing a pretty good job. I was into it. And Doug said to me, he goes, "Pat, do you know how to sing Far, Far and Away?" And I says, "No." And he goes, "Well, try it, Far, Far and Away." I love that.
Oh,
my. You should be on the stage. The next one
there
leaves
you
in 10
go,
minutes.
Pat.
Yeah.
You can be one of my openers. We'll have you up on the marquee.
Yeah. No,
That would be funny if he
It's going to be, I will tell you this, it's
going
to be a fun time. The show starts at 7:30 at night. Doors open at 6. It'll probably run till 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But we've got everything set. Tickets, you can you can pre-buy your tickets. That way you don't have to, there'll be 2 lines at the door,
Right.
And we'll be selling them at the door too. But the link for that will be on my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then
I'm not on Facebook. So
well, I know you're
I'm
in
in
Facebook jail.
He's gonna buy Facebook,
But,
from Zuckerberg.
right.
But and then if you're like Pat and you don't have Facebook, you can go to BlakeDonnellyOfficial.com, and the tickets will be for sale in there. And then you get some funny pictures of me and the friends and
Wow, that's
family
cool.
doing
Where are they
everything.
from? Are you picking these guys up from?
Right around here. They're
Are
going to
you
be
really?
locals. They're going to be
Wow.
locals. I don't want to say names
No, you
yet
don't have
because
to.
I
Bob
haven't,
Aldridge?
I haven't gotten 100%
I
confirmation.
talked to him about one of our friends. Maybe we get in the show. So.
Right.
But she's a really great lady. Really
Oh,
great
we got a
lady.
gal that's a con-
really funny, very clean.
Wow.
And I'm really, really hoping that she's able to do it because
Give me
it'll
like
be a
Jeff
blast.
White.
Huh?
Give me like that Jeff White. Is that his name?
Jeff White.
Oh,
Ron White? you
Ron
mean?
White, yeah.
No, I'm not going to be that vulgar.
Oh boy, that's not good, is it?
No, he's a little out there
Yeah.
sometimes.
Well, a lot of those guys think they have to be vulgar to be funny, but
You don't.
no.
You
like
don't.
Jeff Foxworthy, he's good.
Oh, he's my favorite.
Yeah.
My
Gotta be a
absolute
redneck.
favorite.
You know you're a Michigander. Yeah.
You know you're a redneck. Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, them
But
are good
anyway, so
skits.
I wanted to announce that, and I just wanted to let everybody know that in the spirit of Thanksgiving and everything, every ticket sale will be going to a charity.
After administrative fee.
Yes.
You got to have administrative fee.
Well, the
That's
administrative
key.
fee we're going to take out of it, but after the fees, for the equipment and everything
Right.
like that, then all of the proceeds, the profit will go
Right.
to strictly to charity.
It's like my gun sales down there right now. I've been lucky. Barrington Firearms have given us guns at cost, and we're selling $10 a ticket at the station right now. So flood yourselves in there and buy 10 each or whatever, and you got a chance to win one of 3 guns, and then the second place will get his pick, and third place will get what's left. But we got three really nice guns. But people, whatever you do not put guns on Facebook. It's against their standards. I found that out.
Yeah.
So,
Even if you put G and asterisk NS, right?
what's that mean?
That means you're
It just
blotting out
blurs
the
it
word.
out.
Yeah.
I will say this about my show. One more thing. If you come to my show, you are subject to get picked on
Oh,
from
good.
the stage.
Yeah.
And I just want to let people know that because
So
a lot of
there'll be
people
some-
don't like to be picked on. If
We're
you
gonna
sit
put
in the
Pat.
back
We're gonna
row,
put Pat right
So
in
there'll
front.
be beer cans thrown at you.
there will
You
be
better have a screen
there
up
will
there.
be
It
alcohol
helps up
sales
with this,
there.
Bob.
There will be alcohol sales
That's-
there.
yeah, it's-
So
You're losing your
you know,
mic.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
On there, Bobby.
Yeah, you're on. You're good. You're good. Yeah.
Lord, I hope this day is good. So far, it is.
So far it
The
is.
problem, if you put
Fantastic.
Pat on the bill, that would be the whole
You
show.
know what? We'll put Pat on the bill, and then once everybody starts having a couple drinks,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, then we'll get the ball rolling.
There you go.
Well, you know what?
Pat would be out for like 2 hours, so you're ready for that, and then you can start.
Don't worry. We'll have a handler for Pat. He'll have to.
He'll
come
have a
up
little
and be
red
like,
light that you blink.
So,
right?
yeah.
We're going to jump ship here for a minute, but Bill Shively and Lynn Shively, I want to wish them a happy 50th. That just blinked in my eye here and into my brain. 50 years of marriage, man. I can remember, I don't remember their wedding because I don't think there was too many, but I remember him saying he got married at St. Paul's Chapel. I think Father Joe, maybe, I don't know. And then he had a reception at the Brown Bungalow. Do you know where that was at, Bob?
I wasn't here for that. Was that the one north of town?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right
on the hill by
there's
the
gravel pit now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
He had a reception up there.
All I see is the fireplace now.
Lynn has given so much to this community, made it so much better through her works, vocal lyric, and she's involved with artwork. She kind of brought that up to high standards of fundraisings, and she just did a great job down there, and she still is working a little bit for him, I think, part-time. But anyway, happy anniversary to my dear friends Bill and Lynn Shively. 50 years, remarkable. I
That's
can remember when
amazing.
he turned 50, his birthday party. That was only 7 years ago. I think he got married when he was 7. I know Lynn was like 5. That was back in the day when people got married at a young age.
Yeah, you know.
I do think she was only 18 when she got married, though. But very, very young. Today, 18-year-olds still live in mom and dad's basement.
That's true.
Yeah, some of them are.
Some
Not
do.
all of
Some
them.
get married.
Blake's not. Or are you, Blake?
Oh,
You are?
now because I moved back. I used to live in
You can
Florida,
use that. Oh, that's right.
but
yeah,
now
that's right.
I came back. So we'll see.
Are you the guy flying up there in that plane all the time?
I am. Yeah. If you hear a plane
Quit
going over,
spit-
it's
Oh,
probably
you're
me.
at night.
It is. It's me. Don't
all right.
don't listen. Don't listen. Just
I think
put
it's
in
cool. I
put in
love
some
it.
headphones or something. Don't shut the
No,
operation
no.
down at night.
I said to him one day, I saw what he's driving. I said, "Man, you're one of those spoiled brats." He goes, "No, you're right on one."
I pulled
said,
up. I
"What's
was
that?" He
driving
goes,
up to Dollar
"I'm
General
spoiled,
or
but I'm
whatever.
not."
Yeah,
I
that's
was
what
driving up to Dollar General, and I pulled over and watched them land. So there you go.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I think that's cool because they've got the whole. I love when the lights are on across the street here at the airport.
Oh yeah.
And you got. I figured out what poppy is. It's the 4 lights that you
Yep.
see. That what is it? Red, white, all right. Red, you're dead, or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's white you're light, red you're dead. There's 4 lights, so if
Yeah.
you have 2 white, 2 red, you're doing fine. If you've
You
got
go
all
by the airport, you see the 4 lights to
Yep.
the left of the runway. That's what that is.
Yep.
It's a little
Are you showing
aviation
Bob at
thing.
all when he's talking? You should, because people
Nah,
have put the
nah.
face to the voice.
don't
That
wanna see
guy's,
me. I have a face for radio and a voice for newspaper. I told you that.
oh no,
Yeah.
you got a good face, Bobby. But
So,
anyway,
yeah,
you're
if you
having
hear-
fun, huh?
Oh, loving life. I can't complain. I see that there's a lot of people out there struggling right now. It's a hard time. This Christmas season is going to be a hard one. This holiday season, and so we've given back to quite a few charities, and like for Thanksgiving, I think we gave away a bunch of turkeys. Stuff like that. Down to we took some down to the Mel Trotter Mission. I know down in Grand Rapids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's we?
The family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about your
The
family.
company actually. The company. So my grandfather's company, Quality Life Science Logistics.
His name is?
Terry Fulis.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Great guy.
Yeah. So
He is, isn't he? He's been a big influence to you in your life, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Grandpas are, aren't they?
They are.
I wonder what it is. What's the difference from a grandpa and a dad?
Grandpa,
What do you-
tell me. Well, grandpas will let you have ice cream at late at night. When you're little. Dads won't.
Okay.
Dads will say it's time to go to bed, and you're like, no, I want ice cream, and it shows. You can tell how much time I've spent with my grandparents. It shows.
Yeah.
It shows. It does. But no, I have been blessed with some great people in my life, and some people just don't get that.
No.
And-
But you haven't taken advantage of it, have you? Why is that? What makes a kid turn out to be pretty good, even though you've been, you haven't had a silver spoon, you had a gold spoon. But, no, but you've turned out pretty well. You
have.
understand the dynamics of life and what it takes to be a charitable young man and entrepreneur. You are at that. But is that because of your grandpa, you think, and grandma?
I think it's a combination of different things. My family, my grandparents have been well off since I was little. My dad was a single father, working jobs, so I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. And in that time that I spent with my grandparents, they taught me, look, we may have more than others do, but that doesn't make you better. That doesn't make you higher on the, authority chain. It just, we're blessed, and this is something you need to give back. It's something we need to share. And so, we try to give back as much as we can. If I see someone, that needs help, I'll stop and help them. I'm not the type of person that drives by and goes, oh, wow, I can't really get their life together. I have seen a lot of tragedy at a young age and a lot of turmoil, you could say. And I think that also shapes you too, is how much of the real world did you get, at a younger age? And I got quite a bit of it in, not so much the finance or business aspect, but I've had my fair share.
Well, just for folks out there that you might know that he is Newell Donnelly's great-great-grandson.
Yes, not great-grandson.
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 All right, well, I want you to go past one, how you melted to two. But you were in 4-H for a lot of years. Who got you into that?
I was the president of the junior fair board for my last year doing 4-H. My dad, actually, for those of you that know my dad, Jason Dudley,
yep, great guy.
You will know that he is a redneck through and through. And it's one of the biggest things I pick on him for. Mm-hmm. But, because I'll come in wearing my jacket and everything, and he'll come in wearing camo. And it's just, it's so fun to see the dynamic, Right. But he was the one that got me into 4-H. For those of you that knew me when I did it, throughout the year, I hated it. I did not want to do 4-H at all. I wanted nothing to do with it. And then Fair Week would come around, and you'd have that full week where you would just have, time with all your friends. And it really, now standing back looking at it, it teaches you a lot. And it also teaches you to cherish the moments that you have. Because sometimes, it's going to fizzle out and you're not going to have it anymore. And then it's going to become a page in the picture book.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. It's now since become a page in the picture book. And I will be going back this year. I will not be showing, but I will be going back and supporting my friends for their last year doing it.
Well, that's nice you say that, because a lot of kids don't. And I always wondered about that the support afterwards if they come back. Now, I shouldn't say some don't. A lot of do, I guess.
Some do, some don't. It's kind of one of those things where some people don't come back because it hurts too much to come back, because they were so invested. I mean, I know people. I think I wasn't there this past year, but I know in years past she's won grand. Like, for instance, the one that comes to mind off the top of my head is, why can't I think of her name? It was just right there.
Probably Renette.
Nope.
Leonard.
Nope. But
gotta be from the east side, doesn't it?
No, she's from over in Remus area.
East side, yeah.
But she's just so determined when it comes to it. She spends so much time with her animals, and when she gets in the ring, it shows.
Yeah.
And so it's Chloe Steiner.
Oh yeah, Steiner's. Yeah,
yep, there we go. Sorry, now it just came back.
Yeah, I know that name.
But she spends so much time, and it just. And that's the thing. If you want to see, if you are one of the people that think, you know what, this younger age group has just no hope anymore, go to the fair. Yeah. Wherever you're at, just go to the fair. You will see you will see the kids that have the hard work and determination and the drive, and it shows, and it is so powerful to see.
What are we doing for the young people now? Skipping the ship here, going on to a different mental health with young people. Where are we going wrong there, do you think? Am I putting you on a spot that you don't want to be on?
No, it's fine.
I just wonder your perspective.
I'm going to be honest with you, Pat. I think it's a combination of two things. I think that my generation isn't held to the same standards your generation was.
So
it could be parenting styles, could be sign of the times. I mean, we're being videoed right now. Back in the day, my grandparents tell me, listen, we had, the good old rotary phone, or the phone on the wall. No kid knows about that now. I'm probably one of the very few that can still dial a rotary phone. But not saying it, phones, whatnot, but I'm just saying something, I want to say it's the generation gap.
Well, all I know is like Bill Shively, we sit there at the mayor's table every morning, and Dan Spadowski, Kim Wells, and Randy Bleeker, and Better, and whoever else, Al Lawson, Jack Rizal. We all grew up in a disciplined world.
Correct.
And you were held accountable for everything you did. And I, being Catholic, I went to St. Mary's, and I remember getting slapped up pretty good with the ruler.
Oh, yeah.
And Shively will tell you that, too. That being said, if you look at Bill Shively, he's one of the nicest people in Big Rapids. And he's a giving person. He's responsible for his actions, not all of them. Well, some of them. Well, not even some of them. Once in a while, Lynn keeps him in shape somewhere. But anyway, I think kids want to be disciplined. And they're not, they get away with stuff. These poor teachers, we would talk about it forever, but we won't. But I feel sorry for a lot of our teachers. They're trying to teach a classroom when there's some person in there being unruly that needs his, kicked.
But
they can't do that.
There's a lot of that, and this is where I say the mix comes in, because there's a lot of that where, discipline needs to be brought back, but what's back? What's back look like? Because back in the day, like you just said, you'd get whacked. Sometimes you might get whacked with a ruler, right? That's not happening. That's not happening in schools now, right? Because of our times. But
good.
But I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just a difference. Now it's, how many chances can I give you before you make me discipline you? You know what I'm saying? Where it was, hey, don't do that again. Don't touch the oven. It's hot. Now it's, you touched the oven for the 5th time. Okay, let's go doctor it up. 2 weeks later, it happens the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
So now, young guy, how old are you now?
I just turned 19 last week.
Where do you want to be when you're 29? Where do you think you're going to be at 29?
Well, if this
Nashville, or
if this comedian thing stands up, I don't know. You might catch me on Netflix or something.
Okay, there you
but
go.
I always want to do something. I'm always going to do something to make someone laugh, because I have had those hard times where I had that one person that made me laugh, and it made the difference. And
right.
so,
laughter is great medicine, isn't it?
It is the best medicine, right along with music. So those two, and I'd also like to become an aircraft broker salesperson.
Okay.
Because that's kind of my jam too. I love aviation, and I want to do something in aviation. I don't want to be a pilot for Delta or anything.
You write your own material?
I do.
You do? You write your own comic material?
I write my own comic material, and I write my own songs.
Wow, that's pretty good, isn't it, Bob?
Yeah, it's good. Absolutely.
I mean,
I've written right around
it's
55
songs.
songs.
Really
do you look at something, figure or something, and say this could be funny, or how do you?
Oh yeah. Well, no, not even that. It's just life experiences, like going to the airport.
Yeah.
Why are TSA people always grumpy? Like, that's something you could go at.
Right.
Or the line into Starbucks at 5 a.m. in the airport. Why? Why are we paying $12 for an oversized coffee at 5 in the morning?
Right.
Because people were too lazy to get out of bed on time and make their own pot of coffee.
Right.
Or, it's the airport experience. There's so many different things that you can just attack. And for me, it comes naturally. My family envies me for how quick-witted I am, because they'll say something and boom, right back at them I go.
Right.
And then they're like, you know what? Okay, yes, that was funny, but, they're going to point the finger. But, it's natural for me.
Oh,
it's just natural
cool
for me.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. What else, Bobby?
I think we're good. We should take our second break and then regroup.
So,
and
let's take it.
And we'll wrap things up here.
Yep.
23 now before 10 o'clock. B1039 on Currie's Corner.
Where do you go for Michigan's #1 concealed pistol license course? The same place thousands of Michigan residents have over the past 15 years, the Barrington Firearms Training Center. The BFTC conducts state-certified CPL courses right here locally inside the Barrington Conservation Club at 3444 18 Mile Road in Barrington. For just $99, all you need to bring us is your Michigan ID to these all-inclusive one-day CPL courses, which include the use of firearms, ammo, eye and ear protection, coffee and donuts in the morning, and lunch at noon. That's right, just $99 gets you everything needed to take the police department instructed course that includes the training necessary to safely load, unload, handle, and store your firearm. Students will also be trained on when it is legal to defend themselves with a firearm under Michigan's Stand Your Ground law and Castle Doctrine. Call 231-250-7257 or go online at michigancpltraining.com to register for one of their upcoming $99 all-inclusive CPL courses. Get armed, get trained at the Barrett Firearms Training Center.
I'm Seth Wenger from Wenger Insurance. For more than 100 years, we've been providing professional service and competitive insurance to West Michigan. Come visit us on Perry Street in Big Rapids or give us a call at 796-0778. We're here for you now, and we'll be here when you need us most. 796-0778.
A trusted landscape design starts with the right team, and the right team to discuss what can be is Michigan Landscape and Excavate. This team is led by Michigan lifer Jeff Garrett. Jeff has assembled a team that knows that high customer satisfaction is why they stay in business. He requires his team to be the most professional service you've ever worked with for both residential and commercial accounts. Grading and land sculpting, trenching, excavating, septic systems, bulldozing, retaining walls, hydro seeding, seasonal cleanup, one-offs. They're a full-service landscape and excavation contractor. Michigan Landscape and Excavate create complete landscape solutions to be uniquely personal. As they say, now that's magazine worthy. They're committed to excellence. Text or call 231-349-4667 or email michigan.landscape.excavate@gmail.com.
Okay, it's your chance to call in. First time caller, long time listener. Go ahead.
Bring it on.
Yeah, this is Dan Hatch. I just want you to know from Phil's Auto Parts, we all appreciate you on the radio making all those mistakes on the holiday dates. Christmas is next week.
Yeah.
How's
Right.
that for a joke? Huh? Dan Hatch, you text me, he says Christmas is next week.
Listen, I haven't done my
Is
shopping
it?
yet. It can't be next
You're
week.
making fun of my memory here. Nah, that's good. Dan's a good boy. But anyway, a lot of things are going on. Basketball starting up at the high school level on. In the college level, Ferris State, Andy Brockham, a great coach, be even better person, is undefeated.
Yep.
And the one we really want to shout out to is Tia Wilhelm. She is undefeated going in. I mean, she wins the GLIAC this last weekend against Grand Valley, our arch rival, and beat Michigan Tech. So, I mean, she's on top of the world. I don't know how she does it week in and week out because, you know, when you win all those games, I mean, the odds are against you once you get up there. But she keeps those girls focused, man. She's got some talent. Even with her injuries, she throws other ones in there. They're just as good. A remarkable young lady. She is definitely worth keeping for Ferris. I hope somebody doesn't grab her up and say, here's some more money, because that girl, wherever she goes, she wins. Her husband is a great coach, too. I know she's got a great assistant. But congratulations, Tia. We had her on the radio here not too long ago. We're going to have to have her back on once the season's over. I just don't want to jinx her having her on then going into the big ones, right? And then Tony Anisi, she got the GLIAC Coach of the Year. And then Tony Anise, another great year with him, too, going into Saturday's game. I'm not sure who they're playing. Bob probably has that. But it doesn't matter. I think it starts at noon Saturday at Top Taggart. Home field advantage. It's going to be a tough
It's going to be, I believe, Central Oklahoma or something like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
They played Ouachita, and I had to tell Kyle, because he's doing the booth announce. I said, if they get Ouachita, because I went to Arkansas. I went to Harding, and they played Ouachita. Ouachita and Harding are kind of like Ferris and Grand Valley State.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Ouachita got beat by Central Oklahoma, so they are out now. But
now, Harding, where is that?
That is in Searcy, Arkansas.
Oh, it is in Arkansas.
Yep, it's in Arkansas. Yeah, north central Arkansas, about 50 miles northeast of Little Rock.
What kind of school is that?
It's a Christian school.
Oh, it is? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah,
and they won it last year.
Yeah, they did. They won the national. I was happy that they won. You know, if Ferris couldn't win, but when Harding and Ferris play, I'm really,
Yeah,
I didn't want to say that to Tony. He kicked me out of the studio. So,
right. Yeah. he was on here a week ago or so. He did a nice job. Yeah. But he is a GLIAC Coach of the Year again.
Yep, absolutely.
He's had it before.
Yep.
Well deserved. The guy's done a great job up there. He's got some great student athletes, and he has injuries, but he fills those spots with talented guys. I mean, he's week in and week out. If we can keep the penalties down, they should bring a national championship like they did a few years ago. Mm-hmm. But anything can happen. I know Harding's a pretty tough school to beat.
They are, yeah.
They play great.
When I was there, they were in the NAIA, so they were in the smaller division. Then they moved up to NCAA.
How big a school is that?
It's got about 5,000-6,000 students now.
That's all, and they got.
Yeah, it's not a huge school. It's they have a lot of ministries and schools outside, Bible ministries in Europe and in Memphis. They have one there. So it's kind of like what Ferris has with the art program down in Grand Rapids. But the main Searcy campus, I think it's 5,000-6,000, something, maybe less than that. But yep, doing a lot of building there. But
again, Thanksgiving being Thursday. A lot to be thankful for. We're thankful for Fair State University, still in Big Rapids here, and great athletes playing for our programs here. We're blessed to have Tia and Andy and Tony and the other coaches. I don't know them as well, so I apologize to them, but I know the golf coach is doing a great job. The track coach is doing a great job. Soccer coach. The whole group of coaches up there, they just have a great fraternity of winners up there. So we're blessed there, too. Anything else to be thankful for, Bob?
Oh, just everything, I mean, another
name
day.
one more.
No.
Just
You're
name
putting me
one.
on the spot here.
No, how about you?
One more thing to be thankful for?
Yeah.
You, Pat. I'm always thankful.
Oh, God bless you. How about you, Marianne? Blessed? We're all blessed.
We're blessed. We're blessed. We're blessed.
We're blessed beyond
Tammy
belief.
Faye Baker song.
Yeah. I really do pray to Jesus Christ, our Savior, that he fills love into the people that hate. And the ones that love continue loving and understanding the difference of people's views. It's such a tribute to us to give to God that we forgive and forget. Again, I say forgive and forget, but most importantly, forgive and love one another. And I mean that. I'm not hypocritical. I love you. I really do, people out there, and I just wish everything would come together and be a unity again in Big Rapids, because we have such a great community. As you've seen Saturday at the parade there, my God, you've seen all those people. And you know what? There wasn't one person fighting in the streets. And I tell you, that was the biggest. If there was 2,000, there was 4,000 people there. And leaving out of there, you didn't hear the horns blaring at each other, get out of my way. There was no traffic raging going on. I mean, it was just either they were drunk or in hell
it's a
at
sense
that
of
parade, or else they
community.
were. Huh?
No, it's one of those things that only happens in these small towns. It's one of, like, everybody knows everybody. We all get along. Oh, how's your mom doing? You
Right.
see each other on the
We
street.
hope.
It's not. You don't get that in the big cities. You just don't. It's a sense of fellowship here.
Yeah.
Especially in Big Rapids, and you see it in towns across the U.S. But it's just people get along. When you're like in a smaller community like this, people care.
Well, you look at the fair. Once a week at the fair, how many instances do they have there? Hardly any at all. People get along at the fair, and we get all comers there. They come out of the woodwork to come to the fair, and we don't have any trouble. But anyway, I'm thankful for all that. And like I said, most importantly, I'm thinking everybody should be thankful for Jesus Christ to keep our nation safe and our leaders, that they portray who they really are.
Amen.
Right? Yep. That being said, Bob, it's 9:45. You've taken enough time up. I'm long-winded. And
Come to the show, February 8th.
We'll have you on before then.
February 8th.
You come back again.
Perfect.
Blake Donnelly,
There you go.
Thank you guys so much.
Yep.
All right.
What song do I want you to play?
I don't know, because I threw all that away.
Grandpa, tell me about the good old days by the
there
Jets.
you go. Yep, there you go.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do the outro.
Break out the tissues.
There you
Who
go.
does that? Grandpa.
The
tell me.
Judds.
The Judds. Okay,
Oh yeah, his
hold on.
favorite group.
Okay. Well, this is gonna take a
Did you
minute.
watch a country music awards?
I didn't.
Well, that was good. They had old George Strait on there, Alan Jackson.
He was not too thrilled with some people.
No, I know it. Yeah, that country's changing, isn't it?
Not the old country anymore.
No, it's sad. Yeah.
But all right, well, we'll get out of the show and then we'll find that song.
Yeah, play that song after the show.
It's
God bless
V103.
America. See you, Bob.